start the ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
It's Paul Trinidad interviewing John Fawcett on Yuppie Day in Bali, 2016.
Well, the day before.
Oh, that's right, the day before. Yuppie Eve. So, John, last time we visited here with the students, you spoke about impossible, and you spoke to the students how you address the challenge of impossible tasks.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering if you could recap on that.
Well, it all really began with a contact in India, and we had very lengthy discussions, and one of the things that he emphasised was to not look back at what people have, not look back at what you've done. Don't live in the past. Take the challenge of the future. And he said that what you should be doing is your life is divided into corridors. You're in a corridor, the corridor stops. I finished my professional life in tertiary education, and he said you must look for another corridor. The end of the corridor, he said, there's a beautiful door, and he said it's very decorative. Take hold of the handle and go through and take the challenge that comes from this second corridor. And he said it will be difficult, and that's the interesting part. The part that you need is the challenge of the impossible. And you look at things that no one else has done, and it's considered to be out of the realms of possibility, and just see if you can solve those particular problems. So when we started with microsurgery in a mobile unit talking about it, people just said, you can't do it, it's impossible. Or it's impossible because the movement of the bus, the movement, all these things, the condition of the roads to get from point A to point B, all these things were things that would rule it out for anyone to attempt. And then we started to look at that and try to solve those problems, and that was the challenge. And I'm a little bit with Joseph Campbell. I believe that we all need a challenge, and we have to accept that challenge. And that challenge is the fire that keeps you going and keeps you on the track. And you really need to have that impossibility, that striving, and too much of the world today is too easy for people, you know, and you develop that in the people around you as well. So I've got a staff now, who, you know, it's pretty big, 38 or 39 staff, and I talk to them about the same situation. You know, it's difficult. We do the impossible. We fly to distant islands. We load, you know, has anyone ever loaded a fully sized bus onto a Hercules and taken off and gone to another island and landed and been able to see 1,000 people a day? That's impossible. You can't do it, but we do it. And so that's the sort of thing that you can do with this kind of an attitude. The challenges, it's the challenge that keeps you going in life. Keeps you, I'm 85, and I'm able to get out of bed and get going in the morning because I've got a challenge. And this is what's happening to people. They're losing the challenge, they're losing their attempts to do the impossible. And I believe the first thing that anyone says to me, listen, John, you can't do that, it's impossible. Suddenly, I become interested in that, because that fits exactly what I'm looking for, the impossible. So at present, we're doing children's surgery, pediatric, you know, born with congenital cataracts, never been done before in Bali. We were the first to introduce cataract surgery. Impossible, we were told. Can't do it. Infection. And now we've done 48,000 people and restored sight to them. And the same with the children. We've started on the children now. And we've got a great team, trained new people. The big thing is technology transfer. We just took the technology from Australia and replanted it here, and it's flourishing. So that's my story about the impossible.
Okay, that's great. There's one other question I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Adi, can you just turn that off now? Tutu.